So we're in the middle of a very, very hot summer. There's been a week of temperatures at or above 100 degrees. These peppers are doing okay. They're still alive. They're under the shade cloth, but the peppers are getting a lot smaller and just not near as many. I don't know whether they're gonna set fruit. They've got a few blooms on these, but I don't know whether they're gonna set fruit in this kind of heat or not. But I do know that they need a little fertilizer. So I'm gonna give them a little, this was Liquifish. It's a 2-3-1, so it should be real gentle. You're supposed to put about a tablespoon per gallon. So I want about 3 tablespoons in there, maybe a little extra, because the earth box has about 3 gallons in it, 2.5 to 3 gallons. And then I want put some Micro Boost in it. Micro Boost is really, it's a secret weapon. It just it really makes plants do well. About a tablespoon of that. And then let me get a hose. I'll water down the hole just to stir it up in there, just to make sure it gets mixed up and just doesn't sit there on the bottom. So I'll go get my hose and do that. So I've got the hose. I'll take the diffuser off the end of it. This is a Dramm water wand. Man, I like these things. I've had this one. I've had Dramm for 2 or 3 years. Get them through Haas Tools, and they really I haven't found anything wrong with them. Again, I've used them for several years, and they lay out in the sun all day long in this Texas sun. It just doesn't seem to hurt them at all. Fades them a little bit, but that's about it. But I'm gonna put them down here, turn it on full blast until I see water coming out the reservoir here on the bottom. And when I do, I'll stop because I don't want to run my fertilizer. I don't want to run my fertilizer out the bottom of this thing. Now the water came on. You know I've got a drip irrigation system here. Okay, it's coming out the bottom. I've got a drip irrigation on all these, and it comes on about 4 in the afternoon. Well, it's noon, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this now, and I'm gonna turn the hose off where it won't come on at 4 o'clock and wash all the fertilizer out, because I don't want to do that. That would be kind of defeating my purpose. I've got 3 more containers to do this on. This would work obviously with wicking tubs or any kind of container. Just giving it a good summer fertilization. Now I could have also given it some 20-20-20, and I may come back and do that. If I don't see that has an immediate effect, greening it up or perking it up. Now right now it's in the sun. The sun's coming from here, and my back is to the sun, and it's hot. And these things don't really perk up till the afternoon. When they're behind the shade cloth, the sun's coming from that direction. They're behind the shade cloth, and also they're getting that 4 o'clock watering. So they perk up. The leaves will spread out a little bit more instead of curling up. That's a good sign you're a little low on waters when your leaves start curling up. But they're drooping a little bit, and I hope I can save them till frost, because last year we had a hot summer last year, and I lost all my tomatoes and my peppers. So my tomatoes aren't looking all that great. I'll probably go ahead and do this for them too. I've got 2 containers that have indeterminate tomatoes in them, so they're still trying. Let's put it that way. They're not looking real good, but they're still trying. One tub is a cherry tomato. The other is a big beef, I think. So anyway, we've done this one. We'll do 3 more of these. I'll probably go over there and do the tomatoes just in case this would help perk them up some, but they are looking pretty bad. They're not looking as bad as the determinants, because they've already given up, and I don't blame them a bit. They've done their thing, but they just need some food. I eat every day. These folks need to eat too. And if you give them a little something in the reservoir for it to wick up, then they get some food. Once the fertilizer in that water comes up, it also stays in the mix. So it shouldn't be draining out the bottom. It should stay in this potting mix that's in here. And again, just trying to save these things. I'd love to have peppers till frost, and it's just gonna be hard to do this year. So let me get these other tubs done, try to get in the house where it's cool. But if you've got something still hanging on, and if you hadn't fertilized it in a while, give it a little snort, give it a little dab, give it a little sniff of some fertilizer, and maybe it'll perk them up. We're gonna see. Hopefully it will. And we're gone. I don't know whether they're gonna set fruit. They've got a few blooms on these, but I don't know whether they're gonna set fruit in this kind of heat or not.